Wan Bissaka heading for the exit door. Lindelof to follow him. Zirkzee is official. Yoro this week. Delete confirmed. Oh my god, there's so much going on, so much to get through. I want to talk through all of the news. Of course, we're going to talk Zirkzee being officially announced. All this before England take on Spain in the Euro 2024 final. Only United can drop this amount of info on us. It's like Ineos are just saying, let's not forget about who the main players are. We're United. Forget about the final. Let's just announce a signing on the eve of the bleeding Euro Championships. Like, the announcement of Ineos came on Christmas Eve. Like, God's sake, these guys know how to drop bombs, don't they? They do. Please give the video a like, guys. Let's get a nice, easy, 500 likes for this show. As many as you want. The more you get, the more chance England have got of winning the Euros. Let's get into what's actually happening. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button as well. I just want to start the show by saying a massive thank you to you all. As you can see in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen there is we have just passed 48,000 subscribers. We are definitely on the countdown to hit 50k before the start of the season, guys. Let's get to it. Hit that subscribe button and let's go. Let's get into what's going on with Manchester United. I want to talk about Euro. I want to go through the quotes. I want to go through what Manchester United have said. I want to go through what himself, Joshua Zirkzee, has said. But I want to start with Wan Bissaka and the news about the exit door for him and where this has come from today, with more news coming from our man Nick Samararo. A lot of fans have been asking me on the channel, like, when are we going to get some news about players leaving Manchester United? We're waiting a long time. Obviously, Willy Camberwell was a bit of a shock to the system for everybody the other day. But when are the significant players going to be moving? Well, we have a big update from Nick Samararo on the move of Wan Bissaka. And that is that Wan Bissaka is Lopetegui's priority. West Ham have already started contact. Galatasaray and Fenerbahce are also on the player. Now, we spoke the other day regarding Wan Bissaka and obviously the Turkey links and everything like that. But the news came out from Wan Bissaka's camp that he ideally wanted to stay in London. So it would be more preferable to him if he went to, say, Crystal Palace or someone else down that end. Now West Ham are in town. I think this could start gathering momentum very, very quickly. Lopetegui, first season in charge after the David Moyes era at West Ham, looking to make significant signings. We know what type of football he likes. He likes to have that solid base and play well from there. We've seen that with Wolves when he was there in a short stint. He's already bought in Kilman from Wolves. He's now bringing in Wan Bissaka from Manchester United, according to accounts. Now, there is no update in terms of fees or where we're at with that yet or anything, but going off what's been said, United open to selling Wan Bissaka. Wan Bissaka liking the idea of staying in London if he can, going back to where he came from, not going abroad. West Ham seems to fit nice and snug. Decent club, decent standard football for Wan Bissaka. I think would slot right in there at the Olympic Stadium for them, and Lopetegui has got him as priority now. Nick Samararo, who we have quoted quite a lot on the channel, is a subscriber to the channel as well now, guys, as well. He's loving the content. He's got a lot of things going on right now. He's got a lot of updates happening. I've got a few more regarding United coming from him as well. But that's your update on Wan Bissaka. And straight away, I want to see what you guys are saying in the chat regarding Aaron, and if you think this is a good move. Is he the player that needs to be heading out of the exit door at Manchester United? Is he the player that is the must right now for United? We've got other players that are sort of on the peripheral that we're talking about. We've cancelled off Harry Maguire this morning for him now staying at Manchester United. He wants to fight for his place at centre-back. We were talking Lindelof in a make-weight deal, heading over to Fenerbahce to bring in Kadoglu from Fenerbahce. They put the Turkish left-back. So we've got all of that going on at the same time right now. I always said that Lindelof and Wan Bissaka were going to be exitees, could you call them that? I don't know if that's in the right word, but you know what I mean by it. I always seen them two, with them both getting the 1-year extension triggered on their contracts, not getting a new deal. Manchester United were always going to look to move both of them players on this summer, and it does look like that is what's happening now. The moves have been put in place, and Wan Bissaka looks like he could be out, quickly followed by Victor Lindelof, who is attracting attention, as we know, from his old manager, Jose Mourinho. So, guys, get in the chat. I'm going to open this up. We're going to try and get through as much of this stuff as possible, United news-wise, so you guys can get comfortable comfortable and fully ready for the game, the final later on. We're doing it a little bit earlier today, and then you guys can all come over and join me on TIFO, where we watch England lift the Euro 2024 trophy. Yes, a couple of memberships to announce early doors. One out the bag from Gareth Southgate himself. That's Tom. Rory C, welcome to the members club. You can thank Gareth Southgate. He's a fan of the channel, even though I slag him off royally all the time. Modern Samurai is back in. Good to see you, my friend. He's donated another 5 memberships. They've gone to Morton, Cornish Maid, Guess, welcome back, Guess, Adam Bland, and Ricey Gaming. Welcome to the members club, guys. Please thank the legend that is Modern Samurai in the chat for that very kind donation, as he always does. Talk to me about Aaron Wan Bissaka, everybody. What you saying? Gareth says, if Aaron Wan Bissaka goes, who will be back up for Dalot? Interesting, very, very important question. We're talking left back. Should we recover left back? We talked about Kadoglu. Obviously, Manchester United have been linked with a couple of right backs, but not as many as we have left backs. I mean, Kirkez from Bournemouth. We've got Amas coming through. We're obviously talking about Kadoglu. We're talking Malacia coming back to fitness as well. Luke Shaw is fit again right now. Manchester United all of a sudden are like overload on the left-hand side. And it's a good question from Gareth there in the chat. Like, what about the right-hand side? Who is going to come in? We've been linked with Dumfries in the past. Obviously, we've been linked with Frimpong in the past. 2 different types of fullbacks, you would say. Honestly, don't know where we're going with this now. There isn't much news out there or anything that I can see of any significance leading Manchester United or linking us to any right backs on the market. So it's a wait and see thing, I think. Like, Manchester United will definitely go into the market for a right back if we do sell Wan Bissaka. It's forcing our hand to do so. Can Lenny Yoro play out there? He's obviously versatile as well. Is that the thinking? Are we going to change formation? Are we going to do a Gareth Southgate and go 3 at the back? Well, we're on that England wave right now and building up to the final. Are we going to go Southgate-esque and change it up, 3 at the back, play some wing-backs? I don't know. Well, to be honest, we'll look at it. We've got Dalot, who has got an impeccable injury record. Thank God for that right-hand side and the left-hand side last season. It kind of saved our bacon a little bit and was outstanding for us on both sides. Really totally with anyone who put Dalot down as player of the season last season for his versatility and dealing with what we were throwing at him, basically. Quiz time and Boff, renewed membership. Thank you. 4 months in. Love that. I'm going for England 2-1 win. Love it. Keep them comments coming in, guys. Talk to me. Wan Bissaka. Are you bothered? Reece James is available, says sell him. Oh, God, do we need any more injury-prone fullbacks? I think not. Please. Wide berth, thank you. I don't want anyone that isn't going to be available to even play. I want to be able to criticise players and praise players and big them up. I don't want to be sat here talking about if, buts and maybes because we've never been bastard fit. Come on, man. Let's get a better option than that in there. Nelson Semedo from Wolves. Are they going to relinquish another defender? Already been skinned by West Ham and their old manager. Are they going to let another one go? I don't know. I like what you're thinking, though. Decent player. Very decent player. But, yeah, right back is a tricky situation. I've always said, it's always been weird, but I've never even jumped onto the thought of needing a right back because we've been looking so desperately for centre-backs. And all the news has been about centre-backs. I think United will dabble into the market. 100% they'll go for another right-back. Honestly, if Wan Bissaka goes, I'm not going to lose any sleep. I like the guy. I've interviewed the guy. I've spoke to him. He's shy. He's not good in front of camera. At the time, United were looking to try and enhance his skills in front of cameras, doing interviews and stuff like that, trying to media ready him. He's just one of them. Good defender. Lacking going forward drastically, and with United needing more and the modern game changing, United needing to be that bit more going forward. If we're going to compete in the Champions League again next season, is Wan Bissaka good enough? He's shown moments, but again, all Man United fans have moaned about for the last 10 years is we've just been moments. We've never had a consistency. So Wan Bissaka can go, for me. It's just go if we are going to bring someone in of quality to replace him. Yoro would make sense, get more game time between right back and centre back. He has played there before, that's why I mentioned Yoro. We are expecting an announcement from Yoro. Florian Plettenberg, I think Fabrizio Romano, quite a few others have been saying that there is a decision coming soon on this. No smoke without fire when it comes to Manchester United news and significant transfer news, you would say, especially when a bid's been accepted by a football club. So, yeah, expect some news very, very soon going into this week on Lenny Yoro and making that decision. Whether or not we'll hear anything today, I don't think so, but no one really cares in the transfer world about what's happening with England. And no one really wants any news to come out because we want to concentrate on the bleeding match, please. But there is a chance that Manchester United will be dealing with news later today. I'm thinking more tomorrow. Big day for United already as it is. You've seen the squad announcement that's leaving for Norway to play the first game against Rosenborg. I think the biggest players, one of them was being Wan Bissaka, Victor Lindelof, Casemiro in midfield, one of the other big names, Rashford up front. They're the biggest names leading out there to play the first game. Obviously, they'll be scattered, the players, over the pre-season. Most will go on tour, obviously, to the States. But the first couple of games in Norway and in Glasgow, I think you'll see a mix of youth and older players. Good to see Wheatley there. Good to see Fletcher, Darren Fletcher's son, in there as well. So, yeah, really looking forward to that game tomorrow, which we will be covering on TIFO. Link will be in the live chat when one of the mods pops it in for me in a moment. And it is also in the description, guys, so get on that. Lindelof, we talked about pretty much. We have to talk about, obviously, I've been able to use my yellow breaking news bar at the bottom of the screen. Finally, I'm going to use it when it's official. Only when it's official. Or when I think something really, really significant is coming about. And that is the breaking news that Manchester United have announced that Joshua Zirkzee is officially a Red. They put a teaser picture out, stating that at 4 o'clock we was going to get the official announcement. It is done. And Joshua Zirkzee and what he has been saying, we have in front of us right now. So, Joshua Zirkzee himself, having had discussions with the manager and the leaders of the club. Took the scores to show, doesn't it, how much change there is at Manchester United. I know how exciting the future is going to be here, and I cannot wait to play my part in achieving success for Manchester United. I am a player who has always dedicated everything to winning. I'm ready for the next challenge, to go to another level in my career and win more trophies. That from Joshua Zirkzee himself, and more on this. It is a privilege to join such an iconic club. I have to take a short break now after being with the national team, but I'll be coming back ready to make an impact straight away. Imagine doing that, going out on holiday with your family knowing that you just signed for United. Oh my God, you know what a summer he is going to have. What a summer. Dan Ashworth on Joshua Zirkzee's come out and said, securing a forward to enhance our already strong group of attacking players was a key aim for this summer. We are delighted we have managed to sign a player of Joshua's calibre this early in the transfer window. Joshua is an outstanding talent who is ready to make an impact for Manchester United. His ability and desire to grow into a world-class player means that he will be a great addition to the squad that we are building for an exciting season ahead and beyond. That was from Dan Ashworth, our sporting director. Oh, there's more. Yes. Having already achieved a significant amount in his career, we will provide Joshua with the perfect platform to reach the next level under the guidance and support of Erik ten Hag and the coaching staff. We look forward to seeing Joshua thrive at Old Trafford over the coming years. Oh, well said. Well said, Mr. Dan Ashworth. Absolutely buzzing. I am ready. Joshua Zirkzee reacts as Manchester United confirm the signing. Let's go, Joshua Zirkzee. Jason Wilcox and Omar Barada have also travelled with the Manchester United squad. There's pictures of them two getting onto the plane to head out to Norway. There's a sight right now. There is other breaking news as well, in which Luke Shaw starts for England tonight, apparently. Matt Laura said that Shaw will be playing for England tonight. I've just seen a picture of Jack Fletcher and Hamas, also Harry Hamas getting on to the plane. Good times, United making significant moves this January. I always say January transfer window. I cannot get that or rid that out of my dialect, honestly. pain in the ass. But yeah, this summer transfer window is what we should be saying. Well over 500 in the room for this third live stream of the day, guys. Thank you so much. Massive effort from you all. Please give the video a like. I told you all, the many likes to get in, the better chance England have got of winning. Anyone who isn't England by nationality, please don't sabotage the likes by downing it because you don't want England to win. And remember, the United channel, I'm just going to have my little moment as well. Wan Bissaka plus 65 million for Branthwaite, says Professor Voltage. No, I wouldn't. No, not that much. Wan Bissaka and 30 million, I'd definitely offer that for Branthwaite. I think that's well worth it, but Everton won't go for it. Let's move on from Branthwaite. We don't need it. I'm glad that Manchester United... Well, I don't know if we're going to go in for another bid or not yet, but I've got no issue with Man United just completely walking away. Just get out of there. Let's go. Let's move on. And move on to the next page. The Shield, thank you very much. Donated another membership. You can't compete. Has taken that membership. Really hoping we shift McTominay and Casemiro, says Mr. C. 30 mil plus and Wan Bissaka, or keep him. He's great in the biggest games, says Dino Lewis. 40 million for McTominay and 30/35 for Casemiro. Asking a bit, but you know what? I think McTominay will bring value this summer. I think he will. Definitely. There is a lot of news on Yoro going around on social media right now as well, guys, regarding his announcement and everything like that. We touched on that. I don't think there's anything else to say on this. I don't really want to go over Yoro again because we've covered everything that can possibly be covered. That the offer's on the table. It's up to him to take it. And the stories that are coming out are that he is definitely... a decision is coming soon, basically. So, yeah, in terms of this, I'm just going to read out, for instance, what Florian Plettenberg has said with it, so you're up to date on everything that's been announced. Manchester United hope that Lenny Yoro will give them his commitment soon. United willing to pay a fixed amount of 40-50 million for the 18-year-old top talent. Yoro can sign a contract with Manchester United to 2029 plus 1 year. Very similar to the deal that's at the bottom of your screen there that Joshua Zirkzee has just been announced as signing. And that on Yoro is all we can really say. There's not much more we can get into with him because there is no other news. We just need the kid to announce what he wants to do so we can either plan with a future of Yoro in the team. I think when we do sign, I think the next two players that come in will be De Ligt and Yoro, personally. If Yoro doesn't, I expect United to make another signing. I think they're looking at this and going, we sign Yoro, we're probably not going to sign a fullback and we'll still sell Wan Bissaka. There is opportunities there for someone to come through maybe and grab that spot by the scruff of the neck. But we have a great player in Dalot who is hardly ever injured, like I said. Yoro can cover right and centre-back if needed, which will be interesting. And we've got an abundance of left-backs right now. Like we said earlier on today, Tyrell Malacia, he's back on grass, back in training, hoping to be ready for the start of the season. So, yeah, we've got him. We've got Shaw, who is playing tonight for England. Yes. Let's see how he does against Yamal. That'll be an interesting one for him to come back in his first start since mid-February. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. We have other news as well from our man in the know, Mr. Nick Semeraro. Again, PSG demand for Agate is very high, which is why the Red Devils will try to offer a loan. United are trying to loan Agate. That's the latest on Agate and what's going on there. I think there's more to come from that. I'm starting to get a little bit concerned with the Agate one. Probably because we've not heard much recently and there's nothing significant on it. And I know that they have just finished third place, beating Canada on penalties in the Copa America third round game last night, or early this morning, sorry. I know that's all done, he's on his way. We may start getting more noise on that now, but the less you hear about something, the more you start to get concerned that nothing is going to happen at all. So, yeah, on the Agate one, a little bit concerned, yes. Overly worried, no. There are other options there. I mean, two of United's targets were Onana from Everton and Agate, according to reports that we know of that's been happening. But Nothing else. Is there anyone else out there? We've moved away from Neves. Like 3 midfield targets completely gone if we don't get Agate sorted. Does that tell you that Manchester United's budget has been spent? If we're looking at loans, we were talking about Xavi Simons. Nick has also come out and said that he wants to go to Bayern Munich. Now, we talked about Simons being the perfect fit for Manchester United early doors today. It does look like he wants to go to Bayern, though. I can't believe it. Like, literally, a couple of hours after I was doing that show, when a bid, apparently, according to Gazzetta, going in from Manchester United, we're hearing from the Italian side again now that he wants to go to Bayern Munich and doesn't want to go anywhere else. So we may be closing the door on Simons. We might be closing the door on Agate. We've done it on Neves. Anana's gone. We're here waiting for Yoro. It could turn into a very, very good week for United, but could also turn the other way where we're back to the drawing board and going, right, okay, what's our plan B? And luckily, like I said the other night when Branthwaite got KO'd, that we are ready because we've done this early on and we've found out what we're getting and not getting early doors. So we've got plenty of time to reassess. Obviously, it's not ideal. You would like as many players in as possible early doors in the window, so you can then plan ahead, get them on the training ground and get moving. I reckon we'll definitely have 2 available. I won't be available for the tour because Zirkzee's on holiday. De Ligt will be the same. I think them 2 will be through the door. Ten Hag knows what he's getting with them 2. I'm pretty certain we don't have to worry about De Ligt going on the tour. I think he'll fit in well with Ten Hag and what he wants from him for Manchester United. But still, you've got to look at it and go, it could have been a little bit better. Unfortunately, didn't quite manage to get the deals over the line. So yeah, let's look at it still with a glass half full and say we've given ourselves time. If these deals go south, we can still come back later in the window, reassess everything. Do you know what? Maybe even go back to these players. What I think will happen personally, if we get KO'd on Agate, on Yoro, and everything else that we're working on right now, like we know De Ligt's going to be done. We talked about that earlier on. If everything else goes south, maybe we then concentrate on just getting players out to reassess how much we can spend back in. And I think we take it from there, personally. I think that's what we do. But, guys, yeah, that is everything pretty much up to date and where we're at. Quick fire show again, guys. It's the Euros and getting through this crazy day. We've just done a few short ones, longer one earlier on at midday. We had the morning update show and then this one as well, guys. Thank you so much. Honestly, guys, epic. Absolutely epic. I know everyone wants to get settled and get ready for the game, so I'm going to leave you to your own ways and what you're doing. Come and join me on Tifo if you're sat at home, or even if you're in the pub, you want to get it up on the phone. Get it up, get involved. Me and James are going to be on the couch. We're going to be celebrating lifting the trophy, hopefully, but we want to invite you guys along as well. The link is in the description. Can I just get that put back into the chat as well, guys, by one of the mods so we can just pin it up there for everyone quickly before we finish up the show? That would be fantastic if you could. And then, hopefully, we're heading into tomorrow, watching United play, seeing some great young talent mixed with some of the first team players, celebrating United win after talking about England lifting the cup. This could be a great week. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not. So I had a shiver right down my spine when I said England were going to win then. Oh, my God. But yeah, the link is there in the live chat, guys. Please click on it. Just click on it now and you'll be across. The chat will already be open. Get involved as early as you want to. I'll be there with James round about 7:30, guys. So we've at least got a couple of hours to spare now and you can all relax into your days. I'm pretty certain there's going to be no more United news now. Honestly, they're testing me this summer. When I want to plan something and do something, something else happens, and it always works out like this for United in summers. But I think the announcement of Zirkzee, we just talked about Wan Bissaka and the exit to West Ham possibly now. I think we've covered everything through the day. I want to be fully prepared and ready for England. The United talk is over for a few hours, and hopefully we can just concentrate fully now on getting it and bringing it back bleeding home. And cue the comments slagging me off because I'm an arrogant Englishman thinking I'm just going to beat Spain. I'm not. I'm not thinking that way. But, hey, you've got to have hope. What's the point otherwise? Anyway, get behind the boys. Luke Shaw is starting. Mainu will be starting. 2 United players in the Euro final. Absolutely buzzing with that. And United play tomorrow. Good times are coming, people. Give the video a like. Please hit that subscribe button on your way out so you know exactly what's going on with your beloved Manchester United. I have you covered every minute of the day. I am live if something breaks. I've been buzzing to actually use my yellow bar at the bottom. Proper Sky Sports News style, that one. There we go. And maybe here we go more this week as well. Guys, that's it for now. Have a fantastic evening. Come on, England. Let's bring it on, boys. I'm not even going to shout. I'm not even going to bawl. I'll save that for the watch along later. Hopefully, I'll see you all on Tifo, everyone. Have a brilliant evening. And I'll see you all on YouTube tomorrow. Tifo is.